You can love the people you're with and still walk away feeling completely drained. Here's what your brain was actually doing. Think of the last time it happened. Good people, a good evening. You wanted to be there. And somewhere in it, a quiet switch flipped, and suddenly all you wanted was to be home, alone, with the lights low. It's easy to read that as a flaw, that you're bad at people or don't like them enough. You're not, and you do. What actually happened is that your brain just finished one of the most demanding jobs it ever takes on. Most of it you never saw. First, clear one thing up. This isn't shyness, and it isn't a lack of love. Even people who light up in a crowd, who genuinely feed off a room, hit the wall eventually. It just takes them longer. People call it a social battery, but there's no battery. There's work, running quietly the entire time. So the drain isn't a sign you want people less. It's a sign that being with them costs something, quietly, the entire time. Every conversation is running a hidden program in the background, and it's expensive. The strange part is what that program is actually doing. Here it is. Whenever you talk to someone, your brain builds a live model of them and runs it moment to moment. You're constantly guessing what they know and don't know, what they're feeling, what they meant by that pause, what they'll say next, how they're taking what you just said. You track their tone, their face, the timing, the things they're not saying. You're not just having a conversation, you're simulating another mind in real time and updating it with every second. Someone says, "It's fine," and in half a second, you weigh their tone, the pause before it, the way their eyes moved, what they told you an hour ago, and you know it is not fine at all. You did all of that without trying, without words, without even noticing you did it. This is one of the most complex things a human brain ever does. And in a group, you don't run one model. You run several at once. A small crowd of other people's minds, all of them live, all of them yours to keep track of. Of course it's tiring. You're doing invisible math the entire time. And that's only half of it. While you're modeling everyone else, you're also watching yourself. You're managing how you come across, picking words, softening the wrong ones, catching the impulse before it lands, arranging your face into the expression the moment calls for. A running self-edit that never quite stops. And when what you feel inside doesn't match what the situation wants, when you smile through tiredness or stay warm through irritation, you're doing a second job on top of the first, performing an emotion you don't actually have. Think of how tired you are after a long day of pretending to be okay. That's the cost of the gap between the face you're holding up and the state you're actually in, kept shut, minute after minute. For anyone who masks more heavily, if you're introverted or anxious or wired a little differently, that performance runs hotter and costs more. Hours of it, and the bill comes due all at once. But here's the puzzle. Two people go to the exact same party. One leaves glowing, the other leaves hollow. Same room, opposite result. Why? One leading idea is about your nervous system's baseline, how switched on you already are before anyone says a word. Social stimulation pushes that level up. If you naturally sit low, the buzz of a room feels good. It's lifting you toward your sweet spot. That's the extrovert's night. If you naturally sit high, the same buzz pushes you past comfortable and into too much. And it happens sooner than anyone around you can tell. There's a reward difference, too. The social buzz seems to hit the extrovert's brain with a bigger dopamine payoff, so it costs them less to keep going. And none of this shows on the outside. The introvert in overload looks just like everyone else, smiling and nodding, while quietly the needle pins in the red. So this was never about liking people or not. It's a volume knob, set differently in different people. And yours is just yours. And you can't simply turn the machinery off while it's happening. Even in the easy lulls, even mid-laugh, a part of you stays on watch, still reading the room, still predicting, still checking how you're doing. Being around other people means being perceived, and something in you refuses to fully stand down while it's being seen. That low background hum doesn't spike. It just runs and runs for as long as you're there. It's the same reason one very close friend can feel easier than a whole room of acquaintances. Fewer minds to model, less to perform, so the hum stays low. And a small cost, paid every second for hours, adds up to something you feel in your whole body the moment the door finally closes. Which is exactly why solitude repairs you. Alone, there are no other minds to model, no performance to hold up, no self to monitor, because no one is there to see. For the first time in hours, the entire apparatus is allowed to power down. That's why a quiet night by yourself can feel like finally exhaling, and why it isn't avoidance or coldness or a problem to fix. It's an overworked system, resting. You're not recharging from people as if they were the problem. You're recharging the very system that made being with them possible in the first place. So the tiredness was never proof that something's wrong with you. It's the receipt. It's what it costs to do something genuinely hard, and you did it, for hours, mostly without noticing. So when people wear you out, even the people you love most, it isn't because you don't want them there. It's because being with another person is one of the most complex things your brain ever attempts. Running their mind, performing your own, reading the room, holding all of it live for as long as you're together. The exhaustion is the measure of the effort, and choosing to spend it anyway, that's the measure of how much they matter. So when you need to, go home, turn the lights low, and let the system rest. Then go back. That work, the quiet, invisible, expensive work of being with someone, is one of the best things you'll ever spend yourself on. Some of the strangest things in the world are the ones happening to you every single day. You've just never stopped to ask why.